everyone ready to get this party started? All right, we're going to divide the room in half. Everyone on this side, you're going to have your own set of cheerleaders. Everyone on this side, you're going to have your own set of cheerleaders. Let's get this party started.
All right, let's give a round of applause to the Employee Advisory Council for getting us going today. Hello, UTMB. All right, now y'all can do better than that now. I mean, you can do better than that. Hello, UTMB. Welcome to Employee Service Day 2016. I'm Ian Barrett, and I'm Associate Vice President of Human Resources, and I'm proud to be your host for the 3rd year in a row. So I'm really, really excited about being here. So in my day job, I'm a conservative sort of human resources type, but once a year, I get to have fun at this event, and this is a great event to have fun at. We have the opportunity to celebrate the milestone anniversaries of all of our colleagues, and then those people who go the extra mile. So, a couple rules before we get started. We will be having some fun today. So you're sitting down today right now, but I'm gonna ask you to stand up at some point and to cheer. You can shout, you can cheer, you can run, you can dance. The one thing that I will say to you is make sure you don't hurt yourself, because I don't want to hear from your loved ones or your boss that you got hurt on Employee Service Day. So remember your physical limitations as you cheer and as you dance and as you do those kinds of things. All right, so one of the things we're gonna do today is you're gonna help me as I love TV talk shows. So there are a whole plethora of them that you can watch when you're off work. Now, I never watch those talk shows when I'm sick because, of course, I'm too sick to work, so of course, I'm too sick to watch the talk shows. But I do watch them when I'm on vacation. So one of my favorite talk shows is Wendy Williams. Who's ever seen the Wendy Williams show? All right, great. So she always comes out, right, and she has the audience going, and she's doing it, and she's blah, blah, blah. And then when she comes out, she does what? Okay, right. So those of you who've seen the talk show, stand up because we're going to do it. And you're going to tell me if I'm doing it right. So she comes out, and she does some part, blah, blah, blah. And then she comes out, she does, how are you doing? Right? How does she do it? How does she do it? Somebody else show me if I'm not doing it right. Who's seen the show? The lady? Okay, go ahead. All right. See, she got it. All right. Okay, round of applause for the lady who did it well. All right. So I'm going to learn. I'm going to try to do it better. And those of you who've seen the show, stand up, please, because you're going to help me. All right. Go ahead and stand up if you've seen the show. So I need the mic, so I'm going to have to do it with only one hand, right? Because I need the mic because you have to hear me. So she comes out and she does her thing, blah, 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 blah. And then she goes, how are you doing? Okay, go ahead and do it. How are you doing? Okay, good. All right. So did I do better that time? Okay, all right. Well, we're going to move on to something else. We're going to move on to another show because obviously I'm not good at that. All right. So now we're going to go on to Ellen, which is another talk show that's on, right? She has a great show. You know, she has all kinds of guests on her show. One of the things that she does on her show is she has a DJ on her show, and they have this little banter back and forth, and they have fun. So I have the pleasure of having a DJ with me today. So I have DJ Taz, who's with me. DJ Taz, how you doing today?
Doing good. How about yourself?
All right, good. So you're going to help me have fun, because I didn't do the Wendy Williams show part, so hopefully I'll get the Ellen show right. And so I know that you have a lot of good music back there, because you were playing some at the beginning of the show. Is that right?
Yes, I do.
All right. And so you're going to help us get up and do a little dance, right, so we can get the energy going?
Yes, yes.
All right. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do what Ellen does is go out into the audience and do a little dance, all right? So, all right, play some music. So, and y'all need to help me and don't let me look stupid, right? So if you play a little music, Will. All right. Oh, all right. Thank you very much. So how did I do on that one? Did I do better? All right. Okay. All right, so I did better on that one. So I did well on 1 out of 2, 50%. So, by the way, there are lots of seats down here for those people who are standing. I took a shower today. Feel free to come on down. There's some seats up in the front. As I always say, it's like church. The back fills first. But feel free to come on down. There are lots of seats up front. All right. So the next talk show is Donahue. You remember Donahue way back in the day? I looked that up today, and that show started in 1967 and ran to 1996. So that show ran for 30 years. I'm out of breath a little bit. The good thing is that if something happens to me, there are all kind of physicians and nurses and nurse practitioners and physician's assistants who can take care of me. And the ED is not too far away. So, all right, let's see. All right. So, right, ED? Okay, the ED can take care of me. Thank you very much. All right. So, Donahue ran for 30 years, and it's actually been off the air for 20 years. Can you imagine? It doesn't seem that long. But one of the things that he did was he'd go out in the audience and interview people and ask them what they think. And so you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to actually come out in the audience and ask you what you think, and I'm going to pick on you. Hopefully some of you would volunteer, but if not, I'm going to volunteer some of you. And so the question is, why are you here today? What brings you out today on what was a rainy day? You know, what brings you out? Who wants to talk to me? Some people are keeping their eyes closed. Oh, Ruth. Thank you, Ruth. Let me come over there. Ruth, thank you for being a willing volunteer. This is completely unscripted.
I'm here to support Cheryl Lashway, who is celebrating 15 years of service.
Oh, great. And do you want to give a shout out to your department?
Office of Strategic Management of the Office of the President.
Outstanding. Wonderful. That is great. That is wonderful. Thank you, Ruth.
Hello. I'm here because of my daughter, Mona Sam. She's been here in Human Resource 20 years.
That is outstanding. I have the opportunity to work with Mona, and you must have started as a child. Mona, 20 years in Human Resources.
I'm here celebrating 15 years for our VP, Betsy Clarity, and 10 years for our business manager, Steve Miller. Yay, Development Services.
Outstanding. And the Office of Development and the Office of Development.
Hi, I'm part of the supply chain, the accounts payable group, and I'm here celebrating a collective 90 years of experience. We've got Sherry with 25, Rosa 25, Bev with 15, Renee with 25, and there's another one here not celebrating today, but she's got 34. All of it in one department.
That's outstanding. Congratulations, supply chain. All right, see on the other side, that was so easy. I need to get at least 1 or 2 people on this side so we don't get cards and letters saying I was biased or something like that. How about somebody over here? I see some pointing.
We're here celebrating Margarita Morgado, 10 years with OB-GYN Adolescent Gynecology. And her nomination for the Leone Award.
So you're celebrating 2 things, 10-year anniversary and the Leone Award nomination. Outstanding. All right. I see 2 people. All right, we'll get you. We'll get you. I'm coming.
Hi, I'm Tammy. I'm here celebrating 20 years TDC.
Okay. All right, 20 years in TDC. Outstanding. Thank you very much. And I saw a hand back here.
Here celebrating a combined 20 years between pediatrics, OB-GYN, and admitting services.
Outstanding. Thank you very much for your service. Thank you for being here. And I saw a hand here.
Yes, hi. I'm here celebrating with the Access Center, and we have over, gosh, I have 20 years in. Pam's with 20. Gail is with 15. Jelena is 7. Robin is 15. Laura, 5. Nyoki, in 10. All here from the Access Center.
Outstanding. So I'm not really good at math, but that's probably over 100, right? Okay, all right. That sounds good. And then...
Hello, I'm Chanika Grant with Pharmacology, and I'm here celebrating Miss Melissa Thomas. She's celebrating 15 years.
Outstanding. Thank you for your service. So okay, the ED, they're going to take care of me.
Hi, I'm Christine Wade from the emergency room. Yay! But we have 3 GEM winners here today. We also have a Leone Award candidate, Bridget Wilson. I have Mary Bobineau, who's here celebrating 10 years in the ED, and we're all here representing Melinda Tillman, who's in Madison this week for EPIC training. She'll be celebrating 40 years.
That's outstanding. Thank you, Christine. Thank you to the accomplishments of the folks in the emergency department. So this is outstanding. That's why we're here, is to celebrate people's service, to celebrate people who've gone the extra mile. I will now turn to my script, which I have not been using, but I will turn to my script now to see where I'm supposed to go next. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to celebrate those individuals who go the extra mile. So who knows about the GEM program? Every hand should go up. All right, great. So the program's been around since 2000, and it is an opportunity for us to recognize employees, students, and volunteers through their professional behavior who go the extra mile in providing service to each other. This year, we are celebrating 628 employees who've gone the extra mile. Thank you. So if you're here today as a GEM recipient, please stand so that we can recognize and applaud you. So all GEM recipients, please stand. Thank you for all you do for UTMB. All right, GEM people, keep standing. Please keep standing. All right. So this is a party. So this is not like a little clap. This is like a really, really big clap. You know, kind of what you do at a football game or a basketball game or something like that. All right. So let's do that again. Let's celebrate our GEM Award recipients with a round. There you go. I know you. I see. I know you can do it. I know you can do it. I know. See. I know that you can do it. Thank you very much. All right. Now, I said earlier that I'm not good at math, but my script actually points out all of the math that I'm supposed to use today. So we are celebrating 1,664 individuals with a service anniversary. So that's amazing. 21,960 years of service to UTMB. Now, that's a lot of service. That's a lot of service. I can't even imagine 21,960 years. I mean, I've only been here 5. And so that's pale in comparison to that 21,960. All those employees who are celebrating their 5-year anniversary, please stand so we can recognize your service to UTMB. Thank you very much for your service. We appreciate all that you do every day for the university. Thank you very much. All right, so now we're going to move on to the tenure. People who've been here for 10 years. Those people who've been here for a decade, please stand to be recognized. 10 years of service. 10 years of service, a decade. Thank you. We're going to move on to those who've been here for 15 years. 15 years of service, please stand. Where are you? 15 years of service to UTMB. We're glad you're here. Thanks for all you do. Thank you. And now we're going to go to 20 years of service. 2 decades. Hey, here we go. People have been here for 20 years. Yes. Lots of folks have been here for 20 years. Thank you. We appreciate what you do. All right, so we're going to move on from 20 to 25 years of service. People celebrating their silver anniversary. Lots of folks who've been here 25 years. Thank you. All right, I can't believe I'm going to 30 years of service next. People who've been here 3 decades. Yay for people who've been here for 30 years. Outstanding. I'm sure you've seen a lot of change in the 30 years that you've been at UTMB. All right, moving on to 35 years of service. People have been here for 35 years. Yay! 35 years of service to UTMB. Thank you very much for spending 35 years with us. And then we have 10 individuals who've been at UTMB for 40 years. People who've spent 4 decades working at UTMB, helping us to work wonders. And so those people who've been here for 40 years, please stand so that we may recognize you. And I encourage the rest of you to stand and to recognize them. Please stand and recognize them. Thank you very much. 40 years of service. Outstanding. We appreciate what you've done over the last 40 years. Thank you so very much. All right. Well, you're going to get a break from me at this point because I'm going to turn it over to our illustrious leader, Dr. David Calvin.
Thank you, Dr. Barrett. It's always wonderful to celebrate this day. It's a lot of fun. It's an opportunity to say thank you for very dedicated service. I certainly want to add my personal thank you to all of you for celebrating the Gem Card, our significant anniversary of UTMB. Honoring our people, recognizing the contributions that each and every one makes is really important. And as you've hopefully heard me say before, everyone contributes here. Everyone adds something. We can't be successful as an organization without the contribution of every individual, and it's very important to recognize that and say thank you regularly. Now, though, I'd like to recognize a member of our UTMB family who has dedicated himself to our students, residents, staff, and patients for an amazing 45 years. Dr. Randall Goldblum has been at UTMB since 1972. He's a highly regarded expert in biochemistry and molecular biology, particularly the study and treatment of immunodeficiency diseases in children. The director of the Child Health Research Center and the Children's Asthma Program in the Department of Pediatrics, Dr. Goldblum has provided comprehensive care for children with allergic diseases, autoimmune and rheumatologic disorders, and genetic immunodeficiencies. He also has been a tremendous leader in research on genetic, developmental, and metabolic aspects of immunity. He's helped countless patients and their families with complex medical issues, teaching children with asthma and related disorders how to care for themselves, thus changing the impact of the disease process dramatically. And Dr. Goldblum has been a revered and well-respected professor, passing along his medical knowledge and expertise to untold numbers of medical students and residents
who have benefited from the example he sets at the patient bedside and in the laboratory. Let's learn more about Dr. Goldblum and his work in a brief video.
Dr. Goldblum and I go way back. We have pretty much grown up together here at UTMB. I think we both came on the faculty about the same time. And Randy, of course, has a stellar career. He's really a brilliant researcher in the area of immunology and has also done some wonderful things relative to management of children with asthma.
I went into the laboratory with Dr. Armin Goldman, who was kind of one of the mainstays of the department at that time, and did a fellowship there with him, and very quickly started realizing that we were seeing children who had various different problems. The majority of those were recurrent infections.
He was the first person to do a bone marrow transplant on this campus. He did it with a child who had a severe combined immunodeficiency. And that child was cured because of the transplant, which I will never forget.
He's a physician, he's a scientist. He's probably one of these physician scientists, this breed that does not exist anymore. Someone who is capable to do clinical medicine, to understand basic research, put together that, to educate younger colleagues, and really that stands out.
He has done a lot for training young clinicians, especially getting clinicians into the research stream, because these days it's become more difficult to attract clinicians into research, and he's gotten grant support to help do that.
Yeah, teaching in clinical sciences is actually a lot of fun because the majority of the teaching that I do is actually on the spot next to the patient, and been able to do is to develop a team approach to asthma. So our approach has been to try to teach the patients how to take care of themselves, and so in some ways some of my teaching is not with medical students or residents, but actually with the children, and that's been very rewarding.
He has demonstrated over and again a commitment that you don't see as much anymore, and it's a commitment based on his research, based on education of fellows and residents to learn the best that there is to learn about his area.
I've been impressed that over the years that Randy has never stopped developing. He is one of these people, in fact, who continues to try to not only educate others, but also himself, and not only to develop others, but also himself. And for that, UTMB should be very grateful.
So Dr. Goldblum, I want to personally thank you very much for your 45 years of service to UTMB and congratulate you on a tremendous career. Would you please come forward at this time to accept your service pin and a certificate commemorating your many years of service? Now I am honored to recognize another member of our UTMB family who has made a significant difference in the lives of so many patients, staff members, students, and residents during her storied career. Dr. Sally Robinson, an esteemed clinical professor of pediatrics and children's special services, has been a devoted educational leader and noted physician at UTMB for 50 years. A graduate of Rice University, in Houston and UTMB, Dr. Robinson decided to pursue her specialty during an externship at the Royal Hospital for Sick Children in Scotland in the 1960s, an externship facilitated by then UTMB President Truman Blocker. UTMB was glad to get her back, and we have been fortunate that she has spent her entire career here, teaching the next generation of healthcare providers how to provide compassionate and competent care. As part of the Children's Special Services team, Dr. Robinson treats children with special healthcare needs, such as chronic physical or mental conditions. Her patients include children who are considered medically fragile and dependent on medical technology, such as home ventilators. She cares for the entire family, ensuring that parents and other caregivers have the educational resources and the understanding they need to care for the child in the home, an essential component of improving health. Among her numerous roles during her UTMB tenure, Dr. Robinson has served as medical director of UTMB Children's Hospital and the Children's Center for Restorative Care. She's been director of the Chronic Care Special Services Clinic and inpatient division chief for the Department of Pediatrics. No matter her title, we're proud to call her colleague. Let's learn more about Dr. Robinson in this video.
Dr. Robinson is an extraordinary individual. She has forged forward to create a service for children with special needs that is just exquisite and remarkable. And she has plowed through every different challenge and situation that may have made that difficult for her, and nonetheless always come out successful and has made everyone around her successful as well.
You don't work for Dr. Robinson. You become part of who she is. You become part of her vision. You become part of her dedication. It's very, very hard to work for someone like Dr. Robinson and not be dedicated to what you do, because you just get that way through osmosis.
When I was a medical student, Sally was a resident in pediatrics, and then when I was an intern in pediatrics, Sally Robinson was my resident. She taught me just about everything I know about pediatrics. It took her about 5 minutes.
Pediatricians in general are what made me go into pediatrics. When I came to UTMB, I had absolutely no idea I'd be a pediatrician, but they were the best and the nicest physicians in the faculty. And that greatly influenced me. Dr. Lockhart and Dr. Haggard and Dr. Box and Dr. Dashner all were incredible human beings. So that influenced me a lot, and Dr. Richardson and I were sort of in the same mixture of faculty, and I'm sure that she would agree that they influenced her a lot. Dr. Garrick is much younger, but she's very smart and very organized, and I love working with her. So,
you know, her wisdom and her experience really are very, very helpful for me to guide the division in the right direction. And I wouldn't be honest if I didn't just state that we run the division together.
I think if anybody's going to find the diagnosis, it's going to be her. She will push and dig and refer until she finds out what's wrong with the child. And I've never seen anything like it, even though I've been working with her for over 30 years. It's very inspiring. First of all, my grandfather graduated from UTMB long before it was called UTMB in 1906. And my father was a physician, and so I guess it's sort of genetic.
Patients just have nothing but good things to say, and there's been times where we have patients, second generations coming in.
They'll say, "Is Dr. Sally Robinson still there?" Like, yes, she is. Oh, great. You know, I mean, it's like they're just so relieved. I mean, they don't want to, you know, we have people who just won't see anybody else.
It's nice that they remember you with fondness and that you may have had a positive influence on their lives.
She's one of the most brilliant people that I've ever met, and you can know that if she's concerned about something, there's truly a concern. You know that things are going to get done whenever she sees patients, and whenever she gives you her word, she means it.
She has taught me that every day of your life, you should learn something new, you should do something good for somebody, and you should eat dark chocolate and almonds, and you should enjoy what you're doing.
Oh, hello. You're here to see Dr. Robinson. Let me take you right to her. Does anybody know where I can find Dr. Robinson?
I'm the real Dr. Sally Robinson.
Congratulations on your 50 years of service, Dr. Robinson. Your blue team loves you.
Dr. Robinson, thank you very much for so many marvelous contributions to UTMB students, faculty, and patients to the field of pediatrics. Could you please come forward now for your certificate and pin? Dr. Garrick's going to accept it for her? Yes. All right, very good. At this time, I'm very pleased to announce the winner of a distinguished UTMB award that was reintroduced last year. The Nicholas and Catherine Leone Award for Administrative Excellence recognizes a manager or supervisor who displays the highest degree of professionalism. The award was first established in 1971 and is made possible through an endowment from Dr. Nicholas Leone, a former commanding officer and director of the Public Health Service Hospital in Galveston, and his wife, Catherine. The endowment awards a $7,500 monetary prize, $2,500 for the winning manager or supervisor, and $5,000 for the development and training of his or her department or unit. This year, 34 outstanding managers and supervisors were nominated from many different areas of UTMB, a testament to the high level of professionalism that exists throughout our institution. Unfortunately, not all of our nominees could be declared recipients of this award, but through a very carefully crafted judging process and with the help of the Employee Advisory Council members who reviewed and scored anonymous nominations, one winner emerged. Today's recipient is described as someone who leads by example, encourages her employees, and looks for ways to improve processes in everything she does. Our award winner is highly trusted among her fellow directors in research services and has earned that trust through her willingness to have difficult conversations while leading discussions in which many different ideas must lead to a single plan. As a certified research administrator, she helps other research administrators understand best practices for continual management of sponsored projects, and she empowers staff members and leaders to continually learn, grow, and contribute to making UTMB the best environment for research. She is a departmental and campus resource for professional development, including goal setting, time management, and other topics considered essential for today's employee. Her team considers her to be a calm voice of reason, diffusing potentially volatile situations with her demeanor and ability to translate complex issues into respectful conversations that produce results. In addition to her valued and exemplary work at UTMB, she has repeatedly served as the chair for the local community's Relay for Life, and her accomplishments with the Galveston event caught the attention of the National Relay for Life staff. Since then, she has traveled to Relay for Life conferences around the country to train volunteers in executing a successful event. In the words of the person who nominated her for this honor, she manages her team instead of bossing it, leads instead of commanding actions, and coaches instead of criticizing. Quite simply, she exudes professionalism through every word and action and serves as a shining example of the integrity UTMB develops in its employees. It's my honor and privilege to invite Ms. Christy Bray, Assistant Director for Research, Training, and Development, to come forward to receive the 2016 Nicholas and Catherine Leone Award for Administrative Excellence.
Thank you, Dr. Callender. Let's go ahead and congratulate Dr. Goldblum, Dr. Robinson, and Ms. Taylor Bray for their remarkable accomplishments. So for 125 years, our employees have been conducting research, teaching students, and taking care of patients. And we do that in an exemplary fashion. People turn to us for education. People turn to us for their clinical care. And I'm really proud to be a part of this institution and to work with every one of you every single day. Thank you to our colleagues who made today possible. So, you know, I show up and everything is done, and so I get to be up here being the MC, but there's a cast of people who make this happen, and so I want to thank those folks. So the people in communications and marketing, the people who wrote the scripts, I didn't really use mine, but Dr. Callender used his, and so thank you very much for your hard work on the communications. Academic resources, the people on the video cameras, the audio, the graphics and printing, thanks to them. University events and catering. Right after this, we'll have a reception upstairs in the Leving Hall dining room. So thanks to university events and our catering staff. The Employee Advisory Council for getting us going with the beach balls, yes. Getting us going with the beach balls, yes. That was a lot of fun. The entire human resources team, many of them have been working upstairs as you came in, and many of them are in the room. Our executives who helped us to pass out all of the materials that you received. A special thanks to DJ Taz, who provided the music for today, and a very special thank you to somebody who works behind the scenes on this program. Every year, I can see her directly in front of me. She is probably telling me that it's time for me to wrap it up because she has a schedule. She's been here more than 20 years, and she's probably done this program the entire time. She's shaking her head. But Phaedra Goffney, who works in human resources, thanks to Phaedra for everything that you do. All right, so it's almost time to go, but I'm not going to let you go without having a little bit more fun first, because I want you to talk about this when you go back to work and then come back next year. So who are my dancers in the room? Who's a really good dancer? There got to be some folks. See Jennifer and Stephen, there's got to be some folks out there who can dance. Come on now. If you know you can dance. Y'all were telling me I was really bad with Wendy Williams, so some of you, I know you're entertainers out there. All right, so we're going to conga out of here and go upstairs to Leavenhall Dining Room. So join the conga line as it passes you. Start your own conga line in the aisle.
Shake your body, baby, do that conga. No, you can't control yourself any longer. Come on, shake your body, baby, do that conga. No, you can't control yourself any longer.
UTMB Health, working together to work wonders.